Hello guys, welcome. In today's video, we are going to talk about tuple data structure. So, a tuple can be created by placing all the elements inside the parenthesis separated by commas. So, the parentheses are optional here. However, it is good practice to use parentheses when we talk about tuple. The elements inside the tuple cannot be changed once it is created. So we cannot insert and delete anything from it. So let's talk about some methods of tuples. So first, let's talk about count method. So for this, I am going to create a tuple. Name is my the name of the tuple is my tuple, and then as we all know, a tuple can have any number of items. They may have different data structure like list, string, and any integer. So I am going to create a tuple with many different data structures. Just like first we have string, and then we have list, and then an integer. So as you can see here, as you can see here, this tuple contain three different data structure. So uh, as uh, as I can apply the count method here, I have. So what if I want to count 9 in my tuple? So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see here the 9 is one time in my tuple. So all right, this is how the count method work in tuple. So as may you guys some of already know that if I comment this code and if I create a tuple without the parentheses, as I discussed earlier, that tuple can be created without the parentheses. So I can directly write here 1 2 3. So this 1 2 3 is assigning to my tuple. So if we check the type of the my tuple type by using type function, so you can see here the class is tuple. So the parentheses are optional in when we create the tuple. So the parentheses are optional. So but it is good practice when we talk about tuple data structure, we should use parentheses. All right. So now let's talk about the index method. So we have here index method. Now the index method, we can use indexing to access the each element of the each item of the tuple. So we can I am taking this example, the same tuple here. So now there are many different strategies of indexing we can apply here. Suppose we can also apply negative indexing, and we can also apply negative indexing and nested indexing here. So now I can just apply, if I write here -1, you can see here the last element of the tuple will appear at the output. You can see here 9 is appearing at the output, which is at the last element. Now, what if I want to print the first element? So I can write here 0. So as you can see, mouse is at our first 0th index. So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see mouse is appearing at the output. So what about the nested indexing? So now if I want to print the 23 at the output, so as I know that list is at our first index in my tuple, and then 23 is at also first index, because list start from 0 and 23 is at also first index. So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see here 23 is appearing at the output. All right, now we can also apply negative indexing in nested indexing. How we can do that? Suppose I am considering this string and I want to print E. So instead of writing uh, the last index, I can directly write here -1. So whatever the last element at 0th index will appear at the output. You can see here E is appearing at the output. So that is how we can apply indexing on tuple. Now let's talk about len function. So we can same as list, we can also apply len function here. So if I create the same, so what if I create the same tuple here? I am taking the same example. All right. Now I can directly apply the len function here. Sorry. I can directly apply the len function here by using len and name of the tuple. So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see here this tuple contain 3 elements. So 3 is appearing at the output. So if I increase, suppose I also increment an element which is float. So if I again run this program, you can see here the increment is also can be seen in the output. So we can use the len function in tuple same as we used in list data structure. Now let's the another method we have is slicing. Now I am going to create for slicing, I am going to create a different tuple for to understand better the concept of slicing. So now I am using tuple. So this time our tuple contain only the string data structure. So P R O, sorry, we have to use here program. Okay, all right. Sorry. Now, all right. This is the string. All the elements are string data type here in my tuple. Now, what we can do here, we can apply different concept of slicing. Suppose if I want to print from R, so we know that R is at our first index, R1, 2, 3. So if I want to print ROG at the output, so I can directly print them by the concept of slicing that tuple, and then I can use at first index to fourth index, as we know that it will run at from first to third index. So ROG will appear at the output. So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see here ROG is appearing at the output. So we can also apply the negative slicing here. So how we can apply negative slicing? Suppose if I want to run the elements from -3, so I can directly, so first I am assigning the first column empty, and then at the last column I am assigning -3. So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see here it runs from PROG. So it is running from -3. Why? Because we have at 3 we have G. So when I apply my, it starts from 0 and it runs to third at the third element, right? So what if so this time I am going to assign 3, and the second column of the tuple is empty. So as you can see, if I run this program, you can see here this time our program start at the third index and go at the end, because the second column is empty. Now what if both the column of the tuple is slicing is empty? So if I don't write anything here and again run this program, you can see here all the elements in the tuple is appearing at the output. So this is the last method we have, slicing. So in next video we will discuss some more thing about tuple data structure. So I hope you learned something new in this video. So if you do learn something new, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching.